Welcome, Travelers, Champions, Heroes, and Villains, to the adventure. Today we start off a new game, XCOM Chimera Squad. I believe this takes place after XCOM 2, where the world is recovering from an alien invasion, essentially, and aliens and humans are kind of just getting along in some sort of half-peace. And yes, I know that Chimera Squad is supposed to be considered like baby's first XCOM game, but you know what? It was free in a Humble Bundle a few months ago, and so we're going to play it. We're going to start game. Play on normal mode. We'll call it good the way it's set up, and we will continue on. Got some snazzy cutscenes at least.
2 minutes out.
Hey, Godmother. Is this like the old
Godmother.
days? XCOM swooping in and taking it to the bad guys?
I wouldn't know. I spent most of the war training resistance networks.
Like mine. And for your many, long years of service.
Watch it.
XCOM attaches you to an untested squad and pushes it into the field before it's ready. How is this not like the old days?
I'm just happy to be here. I missed out during the war. Wish I could have pulled my weight.
Yeah, so I believe you have squads of... Normally you used to just have humans. In the old XCOM games, it was XCOMs versus aliens.
We are through the checkpoint.
Now, the quote Chimera Squad is a bit of both,
We're fitting you for a
which
bloody
is
helmet.
cool.
Stoic.
I'm down to have aliens on my team.
We're here. 3-1 PD gave us the all clear. Grab your gear and prepare to move in.
Let's move in.
Whisper, what's your status?
And what's Verge's ETA?
Comms are working, obviously. Verge is en route.
How? Verge can't drive.
He hailed the cap.
To a hostage situation?
Focus. Whisper.
Yeah, there's a little bit of humor in the
Surprises
game.
In the next room.
I do like the little art style. I know it's
Hostiles,
different,
unaware of your approach.
Chimera Squad.
but I always enjoy some good hand-drawn art.
For breach.
Breach mode. Chimera Squad begins every mission by setting up a breach point. To get the jump on enemies, preview the enemy presence at each breach point, and modifiers will be applied, then assign agents to the available slots to determine the order they'll enter the fight. Can do. Select a breach slot. Let's have Godmother going in first. Jerry about second. Oh, he's got the shield. Guess he should probably go in first then. She'll go in second, and then Terminal up, backing up with the Ribbits.
Stay
Breach.
behind me.
Yeah, do some breach fire. Cycle through available targets with the tab. Okay. Okay, there's a lot of dudes, but we're probably gonna take you since you're right in front of us. We don't need people right directly in front of us. You know what? 100%. Do like his whole health. Let's just drop him down. I do believe this is a tutorial, so it doesn't matter. I'm sure we can't... Quote, sure we can't die.
Hello, I am Mayor Nightingale.
Is that our hostage?
Welcome to City 31's Memorial Museum.
It's just a recording.
As I often say, the lessons from our past inform the present.
Let's rescue that
Blah,
hologram.
blah, history.
Focus.
Turns and moving. It's a tactical game. You go, get turns up in the top right corner. Figure it out. Agents have 2 action points each turn to use for their movement, shooting, and abilities. Look for a blue shield to move into cover. And flank enemies for better chances to hit. If you played tactical games or XCOMs in the past, it's kind of obvious what you're supposed to be doing. Let's go ahead and bounce over here. Get ourselves a good shot. 81, 65, really? Sure.
Got my target.
Aha,
There's no need for this.
big whiff, big whiff. I think if we go over here,
Change in position.
is questionable, but there's only one. Really? 68% still. Okay.
Less target.
Didn't know she was using a shotgun. For some reason I thought it was a rifle.
Huh. Interesting.
Contact!
Clear.
Can't say that's the voice I expected to come out of that, but okay.
What took you so long?
Had to unpack a breaching charge.
Good man.
Not exactly.
You know what I mean.
I always do.
So creepy. Don't ever change.
Verge, form up. Any hostiles in the next room?
Yes, I can feel them.
I'm not feeling with my gun. Time to set up the next breach in charge. Breach mode. Multiple breach points and turn orders. Some encounters offer more than one breach point with different risks and benefits. Consider whether to split the squad or send them all in through the same location. Agents entering through the same breach point will enter the encounter together and be closer in the timeline. The order the breach points will enter is shown next to the name and can be changed using the arrows. Agent damage likely. Last unit through this entrance does +3 damage. Do the door first. Closely watch enemies deal +1 damage during breach. Well, I guess we should send Cherub and our shotgunner. And I'll send Verge and Terminal through the top. Let's breach.
Reaching in.
We shall move in.
Response level aggressive. Aggressive minions will shoot at XCOM if they aren't neutralized during the breach sequence. Good to know. So I guess we should go mess with the aggressive. Let's breach fire you. Let 98 drop you. Because we should have a couple people up top. Oh, hey. Breach fire. Around the corner. It's not the best, but don't whiff. Seal the deal. Maybe I plus a couple of damage to attack as you came in last. Agent abilities. Each agent has unique ability they can use every turn, eventually gaining more abilities from their class and equipment. Most agents also have the Subdue ability, a non-lethal attack that is low in damage but guaranteed to hit. Use it to earn additional rewards and for certain mission objectives. Cherub uses the Charged Bash ability instead of Subdue. Okay. So, guessing we're supposed to use that right now because you told me to.
Book 'em.
Book 'em, Dano. Well, oh, you're still alive down there. Scatter shot. Subdue. Sure, subdue him. Get that extra.
Hostile subdued.
Just so you know, if you crack somebody's head with the butt of your gun, they're not just gonna get knocked unconscious. You're gonna crack their skull open.
Set up the breaching charge.
I do like to make an entrance.
We going through the wall? Because I'm okay with that. Some breach points can only be accessed with special equipment or abilities. Once an agent with the required asset is in the first slot, other agents can then be assigned. Okay. So it has to be Cherub, Godmother. Yeah, I like Terminal Blast.
Wait, hold. Hostage confirmed in the next room.
We need more than that.
3-1 PD has a live feed. Patching through.
Is she right on the other side?
Advocate leniency.
Enough. This exhibit, it is about XCOM's role in our liberation.
I see you read the placard.
It doesn't say how they went soft and got weak. Now, it's up to us to light the spark.
He's holding a detonator.
Go, now!
Breach it.
How's this for an entrance?
Pop. surprised. Just the two. Oh, no, we got an alert guy in the corner, but got a couple alerts. Let's drop the surprised individuals. So where is our hostage? Alright, let's drop the people we can. Oh, she's up there. So I kind of want to drop you. It's bound to happen. Still kind of want to drop you. 3. Is that enough to drop him? It was. Excellent.
You're a Nightingale. I'll protect you.
Will you?
Orb is down.
Terminal, stabilize him.
On it.
Verge, with me. Protect the mayor.
Confirm.
I'll protect you. Down. Bleeding out. Agents that lose all their HP will begin bleeding out over several turns, indicated by the number on the timer. The mission will fail unless the agent bleeding out is saved with a stabilize ability, or the encounter is completed before the timer expires. Interesting, because in the original XCOMs, if your character just went down, they were dead. Use the stabilize ability. Stabilize. Stabilize. And yeah, crap. You know what? Fudge it. Let's overwatch these guys.
Overwatch.
Battle Madness or Stupor stuns the target, or makes them go berserk and attack the nearest target. I would love to make you go battle mad, son. Go attack your buddy. Fire weapon. Yep. You know what? And Stupor on you.
Mine. Pulls away.
Just add everybody to the neural network. Enjoy your stun. Is that a gun on the ground? Fire weapon. Critical. Oh no! I'm like, oh, Mary, it'd be cool if you got off the ground. Alright. Overwatch removed. That's obnoxious. Let's, you know what? Let's go right on up and just hard shoot. Boom.
Hostile down.
Sure was. Attacking a nearby target. So, you know what? Let's stupor you.
My mind over yours.
Making you stun. Should be really easy to hit you then. And let's pop you onto the ground.
Style down.
Okay, Verge, you're becoming my favorite real quick. Sends the gremlin to an ally to restore 4 HP, cleanse burning, and grant 20 defense. Terminal can target themselves with safeguard, does not automatically end the turn. Awesome. Safeguard over there.
Need a little help?
Thanks.
Sweet. And let's blast you down. Oh, he's twitching.
Are you still with us?
Yeah, I think so. Only thing injured is my pride.
And your diaphragm. And a few ribs.
You beat me to it, Terminal.
Most people say thank you.
I agree.
I'm grateful, of
But these people don't have the capability for any of this.
Explain.
Except for
I
they
read their
do.
assessment. A month ago, these insurgents were all talk and no capability. The greatest threat they posed was to bottles of alcohol.
Why tell us? Why now?
City 31 shows the world how humans, hybrids, and aliens can keep a lasting peace. I'm the public face of this. Tonight, someone wanted what I represent to go up in flames.
We're not in town for local intrigue.
I know.
Politics?
But right now, you're the only ones I'm certain are fighting for that same peace. Can I count on your support?
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, I guess. Gravely wounded, lightly wounded, unharmed, rating good. Way to take a blast to the chest there, Cherub.
Package delivered to 31 PD.
She truly believes what she says.
That's why she's in charge.
It's like a little more story driven, but
for our first official mission.
still very tactical.
Don't do what?
I like the breaching.
Celebrate.
It's kinda
your
fun.
Mission is complete. It's
Oh!
It's bad luck.
Oh no. Well, so much for that whole tutorial mission. Oh my god.
Tonight, Mayor Nightingale perished in an explosion at City 31's Memorial Museum. The identity of her assailants is unknown at this time. The City Council asks citizens to remain...
So she gets vaporized the same day XCOM sends Chimera Squad to our city? You hear that voice in your head? That's me telling you to wake up!
Despite opposition, Mayor Nightingale's deciding vote brought the Reclamation Agency to the city. Without her support, Chimera Squad's continued presence is an open question.
I can understand not wanting like a military presence.
Director wants to speak with us.
thanks for getting the mayor killed. Also, you're fired.
That's not helpful.
You're right. I'm sorry.
I'll patch the call through when you're ready.
I followed your action at the museum and its aftermath.
Director Kelly, I take full responsibility for what happened.
Stop. I sent you to City 31 because I believed you were ready. Tonight,
I was wrong.
you surpassed my expectations.
Definitely isn't Director Kelly who probably murdered her then.
You answered immediately.
You exceeded expectations of murdering the mayor.
And let's not forget,
I don't trust you, Kelly.
You delivered her to safety as the city requested.
The only Kelly I can think of is Senator Kelly from the X-Men. He was no good either.
Let's focus on what's next.
I set up the map table. Ready when you are.
Head over there. I'll hold.
As you should. There's a critical target waiting on the city map.
Welcome to City 31.
Thanks.
During Advent's occupation, the city was a fortress supporting an active starport. 5 years after XCOM won the war, it's home to aliens, hybrids, and humans alike. There's new industry, self-government, and local agriculture to support the varied populations. Against all odds, this city thrived after the war. There were no retributive attacks.
Until tonight.
We
Dun
don't know
dun
that.
dun.
Not yet, but we can find out.
It just exploded on its own. It definitely wasn't targeted.
They lost good officers today. Give them what they need and see what we can learn.
Map is where you can see the status of City 31 and any current targets that we can send our squad to respond to. Chimera Squad can respond to 1 target per day, after which the day automatically advances. Targets come in 2 types. Missions are tactical targets. The squad will go into combat on these situations. Situations are strategic targets. The squad takes care of these without entering combat. The current targets change every day, so watch the city carefully for new priorities. Looks like there's only 1 situation. View the situation in the downtown district. Needs help through the aftermath of tonight's attack, Mayor Nightingale's death. City on edge, let's do what we can to help. Send the APC. Sure. We've done what we can to aid. So I guess that was just a situation. Auto success.
Opened a few doors. Here's what we know. A crude plasma bomb killed the mayor. The insurgents had no access to materials for that.
Does that mean they had outside help?
Was it just like bleach and ammonia?
In City 31 with access to this kind of
Does that make plasma in the future? Choose a faction to investigate to be the investigation target. Target faction cannot be changed until it is resolved. The progeny. Loose network of human scions. Their vision of City 31's future is entirely psionic, whether the city wants it or not. Gray Phoenix, an organization of alien scavengers. They have quietly amassed the kind of weaponry Reclamation is mandated to recover. In the underground religious movement, for hybrids, they preach salvation, but only to those who once fought XCOM. Cool. Let's go with the weird underground religious movement.
Sacred coil is what happens when former Advent officers find religion, or create one. They claim to be the true path for City 31's hybrids, as long as that path involves armed sedition.
Director, these are local criminals. Isn't that 31PD's jurisdiction?
Where do you think we are, dude?
The Reclamation Agency supports local police, but we're also required to recover dangerous material.
From those who would do the world harm, and each of those groups is neck deep in the stuff. So what next?
Focus on a single group. Investigate, dismantle their operations, and take them down.
Meanwhile,
We'll do that.
Links to the mayor's death. Either way, a dangerous organization is off the streets.
Exactly. The city wants justice for Mayor Nightingale. This is how we help them achieve it.
Your investigation has 3 stages. Groundwork. From this first mission, learn about the faction and their methods. Operations, hidden missions that must be revealed. Then completed to knock out the faction's main plans, and then take down, stop their final attack, and end the threat to City 31. Okay. So we need to investigate Sacred Coil. We have no dark events. It's March 2nd, apparently. And Sacred Coil's propaganda is directly adapted from Advent. Their leadership must have a connection. Cool. Let's go back. You can now select an agent to add to our squad. Heck yeah. Visit the assembly area. Okay.
Check it out. Headquarters sent us an assembly. With the right patterns, we can build anything. Or we could with the latest version. What you're looking at is the extremely finicky 2038 model. It'll take time to stress test our patterns, but once we have them, we're good to go.
Assembly projects are how you get access to new and better items and equipment. Each project can unlock new items for XCOM supply, new weapon or armor upgrades, or a variety of other useful things. Agents assigned here decrease the time limit it takes to complete a project. Cool. Elerium is one of 3 resources Reclamation requires. It is spent to complete projects in the assembly. Okie dokie. So that's like our cash. Select and start an assembly project. Apparently the only thing we do is Android personnel. Grants 1 Android tactical unit. Android units purchasable in supply. Unlocks all entry-level assembly projects. Okay. What do we got here? Armory is where you manage your agents. Loadout, manage weapons. Agent abilities. Agent biographies. Tint their armor. Select an agent icon to begin management.
The director convinced the city council we're too understaffed to be effective. This means we can bring more agents to City 31. It's not the whole squad, not yet, but it's something.
Close quarters. High mobility. Move fast or die slow. 8 health, 14 mobility, 75 aim. Bunch of will. I don't know what will does. Crippling blow. Agent punches an enemy and inflicts one of several status effects. The effect is either disarm, disorient, stun, or root. This attack cannot miss and will trigger momentum. I don't know what momentum is. Fearless advance. Zephyr blitzes towards an enemy and melee attacks them after the breach. This will position Zephyr near the enemy. If the enemy was alert, their alert breach action is cancelled. Then we got the AoE breaching. Shrapnel bombs, concussive charges, or just shoot a bunch. Agent takes shot with minus 15 aim penalty for 50% damage boost. Does not end the turn if used as first action. Desperado, standard pistol fire, and Deadeye cost an action and do not automatically end the turn if the agent has actions remaining. So you can just shoot repeatedly. Kind of want a melee guy. Why not?
Zephyr, you made it!
Yeah,
You grab a locker?
Yep.
Have everything you need?
Yeah.
Good talk.
No.
Awesome. What do you have for abilities? You can earn XP on missions, which lead to promotions. Love to see promotions and such. Anybody ready for a promo? Anybody? No? Okay. Makes sense.
Our temporary field office has all the basics.
XCOM supplies, where you buy all your core items and equipment. Items you unlock from assembly projects become permanently available too.
Request everything else. As long as it's in the squad's budget, it's ours.
And I have some credits.
We can get a sweet deal on combat-grade androids. I know. Everyone hates them.
Cool. Trank rounds. If the target be killed, they'll be rendered unconscious instead. Unconscious units are captured at the end of a mission. Tracer rounds. +5 aim. Smoke grenade. Medkit. Flashbang. Cease fire. Breaching charge. Kind of feel like the other breach things is probably a good idea. But we have equipment, loadout, breach item, key card, utility item, nothing. Cool. Does does Cherub have? He has a breaching charge, so that's cool. Let's go back then. Let's go back. Okay, so I don't need to buy another one of those. Carrying a medkit grants immunity to poison. Probably do that for our melee character. And just some trank rounds also sound awesome for our cadet terminal. Ooh, nope, back. Load out. Trank rounds. If the target would be killed, they'll just be knocked unconscious. Beautiful. And let's give you a medkit. Pangolin gloves. Damage 3 to 4, using the primary weapon ends the agent's turn in the absence of special training. Okay. Fearless advance, blitzes forward and melee attacks them after the breach. Zephyr is immune to root and gains an additional move action after using crippling blow. Okay. So Zephyr can just launch herself across the battlefield. Okay, well, I think we will investigate the Sacred Coil when I see you all again in the next adventure. Bye for now.